It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You'll see the West All-Stars and the Chicago Bulls. And the West All-Stars have possession. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Durant is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Curry in at the point. Griffin's shot is off. The West All-Stars on D. Left side, Jordan. Fades and shoots. A beautiful fadeaway jumper by Jordan.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He said they're not as worried about getting back quickly on defense as they are about having extra bodies on the offensive glass. He felt that even though it might lead to some easy baskets for their opponent, it would pay off with some extra opportunities for them and second chance points. We'll see, guys.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backboards. You have to rebound both boards.
Outside Durant. Left side Durant finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
The drive by Jordan. It's rebounded by the West.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Now here's Jordan. Puts it up from 15. That is good. Jordan's got 6 points. And so here are the West All-Stars. Passes to Durant. The three. Shot is no good, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside Jordan. Fades back. Good. He's got 8.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Curry kicks to Love. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The West All-Stars on D. They trail by 1. Here's Jordan. And the shot falls short this time.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Griffin down low. He's against Jordan, and he gets it to go.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Left side, Jordan. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Jordan's got 10 points in the game. And so here are the West All-Stars. Now Love inside. Stolen. Harper kicks to Jordan. Nice D from Griffin. And the West All-Stars with possession. Harden's shot is off.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Jordan with it. Guarded now by Durant. Jordan with the bucket.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And here is Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Chicago grabs the miss.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Rodman with a screen on Harden. That's good. 14 points for Jordan.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says, love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
Griffin's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. Jordan, he's open. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Good work to tack some more points onto this lead.
Those are the kind of possessions they can build on and begin to pull away here.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So a timeout is appropriate here.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Rodman. Kukoc, he's checked in for Jordan. And Kerr's subbed in for Ron Harper. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Pushing it up. Aldridge wide open, he fires. From 13 feet, it goes down. Aldridge has got his first points of the game. And here are the Bulls now, leading by 5. And here's Kerr for 3, and that's collected by Nowitzki. Here is Durant. Stolen by Pippen. And even 3-on-3 break. The pass to Wennington. Feeds it to Kerr. Back to Pippen. On the wing, Kukoc. The 3-ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
In low to Aldridge. Makes it off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs. It's so hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. The baseline jumper goes down. Aldridge has got 6.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
With 2 seconds left, Kukoc gets the bucket.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
Boy, their post play has been tremendous so far.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got Howard. Damian Lillard out there with Paul. And it's Durant. And it's Davis in at the power forward. Paul, right side. And Lillard kicks to Howard.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Chicago making some changes. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Simpkins, and it's Jordan in for Kukoc. The West All-Stars also changing it up. James Harden, he's checked in for Durant. Curry comes in for Paul. And Parker subbed in for Damian Lillard. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant, the league MVP last season, and that was certainly a goal of his. He said he wanted to be the greatest player in the world, that he'd do everything in his power to achieve exactly that. Now all that remains is winning a title. He knows that's an elite fraternity, the players who've won titles and league MVP. Can he do it, Kevin?
And he knows it takes a team to win it all, Doris. Thanks. MJ taken off from the free throw line. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Bushler.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Parker passes to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Curry. Harden dishes to Parker. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Parker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
They set the pick. Here's Jordan. Misses off the right iron.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times. Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are, look at them, they are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Luke Longley's checked in for the Bulls. Harper comes in for Steve Kerr. It's Jordan on the wing, guarded by Curry. Shoots from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 22 points for Michael Jordan.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Now here's Curry, looking for his first basket still in this one. Parker, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Chicago leading by 8. The drive by Jordan. Pass to Bushley. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. The 15-footer, good. Jordan's got 24.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot, Clark.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Jordan. 24 points for him. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 26.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
Yeah, but look down at the other end of the court. The same has not held true. How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Jordan. 26 points for him. Outside Harper. Shoots from the baseline, and the jumper falls for him. That's 28 points for Michael Jordan.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Curry kicks to Parker. Here's Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
So for the Bulls, Kukoc comes in for Rodman. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Bushley. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Howard. Aldridge comes in for Davis. Kevin Durant's checked in for James Harden. And Paul's subbed in for Curry.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
No, it doesn't matter much, though, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
1:15 left now here in the second. Kicks to Durant. Nowitzki with the screen on Pippen. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Paul against Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried.
You know, that's not always the #1 option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
And Paul gets it to go in.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And they double up Jordan. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Parker kicks to Nowitzki. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Paul, no one around him. Releases from the wing and drills it. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Jordan. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Jordan having a terrific game. He has 35 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Harper is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Rodman. And it's Longley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. 3 on the clock. Jordan with the bucket.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Curry with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Griffin sets the screen for Durant. Back to Curry. Love against Rodman. The drive by Love. Here's Griffin. The layup off target.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Jordan's shot is off. Durant with it. Now Griffin inside. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here is Love. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Love's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Fade away. The fadeaway jumper nailed by Michael Jordan.
Well, they scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Shot's good. Jordan's got 41.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Harper against Curry. Love with the screen on Harper. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Pippen.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw good, Jordan. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
For 3, Durant, good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Jordan with it. Picked up by Love. Inside. Durant with the steal. 3 on 3. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Harden. The Bulls leading by 9.
And condensing the game, we've seen it at the NBA level too, cracking down on pregame rituals and requiring players back on the court quickly after a timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less might be more in some ways. We'll see. I'm in agreement with that. I'd love to see some of the fat trimmed off the game. I don't know if 40 minutes is where I'd go, but some of the extra things that delay the game. I would love to see that pace picked up so there's not as much wasted minutes during the course of a 48-minute game.
Count that one.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Curry passes to Love. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I think there's a couple of ways to shorten games. One is cutting down on the intentional fouls and crunch time. I think you could replace TV timeouts with live action advertising. Also, you might just shoot one free throw for the point value of a foul. I think the league is right to try to speed up the pace of the game, but it's a rocky road. You have to really think things through.
Catching up on changes for the West. Howard's checked in for Griffin. Davis comes in for Kevin Love. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Durant. Now, here's Lillard looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Curry with the drive. Harden has a wide open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Jordan. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Deflects the pass, passes it to Wennington, and Jordan has it in the corner. Takes the three. The West All-Stars pull it in. And here's the fast break. And that one's good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Chicago leading by 6. Kerr dishes to Jordan. Fades back. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jordan's got 51.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Curry with a wide open look. From outside off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Lillard attacking. Second shot opportunity. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Davis.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now here's Jordan. Elbow shot is on the way. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Jordan's got 55.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Some changes for Chicago. Simpkins, he's checked in for Wennington. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Harper in for Jordan. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Howard. Aldridge comes in for Anthony Davis. And Paul's subbed in for Steph Curry. Tries again. And Kerr gets it to go on the assist by Pippen. Kerr's got his first basket. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls out front. They lead by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the West All-Stars, Aldridge out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. The drive by Jordan. Right side, Jordan. No good from the wing. Parker against Kerr. Paul kicks to Nowitzki. And he gets the bucket. Nowitzki's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the West All-Stars. Paul against Jordan. Fadeaway, and he gets it to go. Jordan's got 57 points.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
Paul outside. Pass to Parker. Wide open. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Now here's Parker. In low to Aldridge. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2-point spots, and on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Captain.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
The Bulls making a switch here. Longley's checked in. The West also making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Love comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steph Curry subbed in for Paul. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Now Durant. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Michael Jordan again.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Now here's Curry. Griffin sets the screen for Durant. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Now Durant, following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. He lobs it up, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now here's Jordan. It's rebounded by the West. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Back to Parker to tie it up. Goes back up. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Griffin.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's Jordan. Bullseye. Jordan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Here's Durant, and it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guy.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're losing by 3. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Some changes for Chicago. Pippin's checked in for Kukoc, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. The West All-Stars also with the sub. James Harden, he's checked in for Parker. Now here's Durant. Harden outside. Back to Durant. Puts it up from 12. Buries the jump shot.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Here is Durant. He dishes it to Love. Durant, the pass to Griffin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Dennis Rodman picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, the points they've produced off their play in the post have been so valuable for them in this game, guys. I mean, it's been a huge part of what they're doing.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well. See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Curry against Harper. Releases. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Jordan against Harden. Ring shot on the way. It's good.
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
And here is Curry. Right side Durant from outside the arc. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Jordan, count it!
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Here's Chicago. Count it!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trailed by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, the way to go here, you got to get a quick basket and then a foul. That's the only course of action at this point.
And it's key who they foul. Don't send an excellent free throw shooter to the line here.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now off the inbound. And good. He nails it. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Beyond the arc. Good.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.